Yo, what's cracking, everybody? It's David Palmer, the Leo King, and you know where to find me. It's a lunar eclipse. Believe it or not, behind me is the lunar eclipse happening right now. And this is the final lunar eclipse in Aries that we're going to see for, well, if you just do the math, it's probably going to be at least another 7 to 8 to 9 years, because the nodes switch and come back around every 9 years. And this lunar eclipse in Aries, which we've seen them, we saw it this year, we even saw it last year in 2014, to me really has been all about really looking at our ego, our identity, who we are, and seeing how we have to change that persona that we think we've always been. It's now dead. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm a person I don't even recognize, but the truth actually is that you do recognize that person. You are coming back to your original true identity. We live in a world, and especially, you know, I grew up in the 90s. I'm an 80s child, right? Born in the 80s. And, you know, you grow up in the 90s, and especially you go to high school in the 2000s. I mean, those were the years that, we really got technology, and we were experimenting with the way and the perception of how life is, right? And so we formed these identities based off, you know, whether it was the movies like Clueless or, you know, like these kind of identities that we think to be. But that's not who we really are. And so this lunar eclipse was literally about really bringing you back to your true authentic self. And you'll be actually very surprised in every way that happens. Whether it's a breakup that has to happen, whether you finally get off that drug that you've been on your whole life, or whether you're not, whatever the dynamic is, the universe has put you into a place at this position to remind you of who you really are, who you are on the deepest inside. And it might put you in a very vulnerable place, you know, but really that's where the healing happens. And it's okay to not be the person you thought you were. It's okay to really look in the mirror and accept who you are through all the weird energy, through all the doubts, through all the fears, through all the crazy things that make you feel like, why in the hell am I this person right now? I don't want to be this person. I want to be this person. It's because that's what the ego always wants. It wants to devour something new. It's like a raptor in Jurassic Park that wants to come through and go, what's next? You know, I may eat this next. And that part of ourselves doesn't need to be around anymore, because the sun's in Libra. You know, the North Node is finished in Libra, and we have been taught that true harmony and balance doesn't come from our egos identifying with such, you know, dramatic force and, you know, courage and strength to get what you want. It's when you compromise, it's when you relax, it's when you can express yourself and not have to be somebody else for somebody else, right? It's that moment when you can just be who you are, and you don't have to devour, need, want, or become anybody but the greatness of just who you really are inside. And that's what literally this is about. And the last thing that I want to say that this final lunar eclipse in Aries is about, that we're going to see through this decade basically, is with Uranus there, you might feel like you're insane for taking the path that you've taken. Or you might just be a genius and in the right direction. And you have to work that out. But I guarantee you'll realize that the more insane you think you feel is the more genius and the more understanding and the more greater awakening of a person that you are. So I just want to send you a lot of love and a lot of light on this lunar eclipse. And it's kind of interesting because on my YouTube channel, I've always hit every eclipse, literally. And I've been doing this for a long time now. And this one feels like a sigh of relief, even though the build up to it, I think, was panicky. There's a great release happening, and I'm sending you a lot of love. Thank you so much for following me on the Leo King channel, and I'm sending you my best to your family, your friends, and everybody in your life. Thanks so much. Perfect. Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it.
This is where the drone should come out.